How y'all doing tonight? Come on in, be my friend. How y'all doing tonight? Before we get started, I would like for everybody, as you come in, push the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, have a seat, pull out a pen and paper, a tablet, notebook. Didn't even look like it was that much hair down there, huh? How y'all doing? Y'all good? Sherelle Lowe, how you doing? How you doing? My day is wonderful, blessed, highly favored. I cannot complain. If I did, what would it matter anyway? Hey, how y'all doing? Push that like button. Show me some love. I'm thinking about the dynamics of eating tonight. What am I going to eat? I am getting hungry. You know what I mean? Do you feel that way? Are you getting hungry? So what? Push that like button. Come on in. Be my friend. I got something I want to talk about. Oh, I need me some coffee. I need me some quick coffee. Some instant coffee. I always keep these close by just in case I want an emergency shot of coffee. Right now, I just need an emergency shot. Can anybody relate to me what emergency shot is? Just an emergency shot of coffee. Lil Folger's classic roast. Growing up in the ghetto, chilling on the corner, hanging out with the fellas, trying to get me some, looking for the come up, but anybody wanting some. In the ghetto, everybody sub to this man. He is funny and always make my day. Thank you, Miss Sherelle. Hey, check this out. Y'all know what time it is, right? Have you ever dreamed about having something or doing something? Like doing something bigger than yourself, helping other people. You know, the only people that can ever think like that is the people that know who really is conquering life and everything to them is easy. Like, you know, when it's easy for you in life and it ain't hard for you to obtain, like everybody else be trying to break their neck to obtain shit. Like, we start to think differently. Like, I think differently. Like, people think, like, if I was to blow up as a big-time comedian and start making a lot of money, I would go do what every other comedian has done. You know, go buy big old houses, brand new cars, and be showboating and acting like they this and acting like they that. Man, I would take all my money and I want to open up a homeless shelter, a soup kitchen, a human restoration center. Like, but it's deeper than that. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand what it is. I just said it all in backwards. But my main mission is to restore people's lives and help people, you know, get a second, third chance at life, fourth chance at life. It doesn't matter. As long as they serious and they accomplish the program, then they will be successful at the end. It ain't got nothing to do with rehab. It ain't got nothing doing with taking orders. I just have this idea, right? It's an idea. And I know it'll work for anybody because it's a proven system. Like, if that's just like, have you ever thought about going to school? Like, if you went through the first, second, third, all the way to the 12th grade, through the system properly, by the time you make it to the 12th grade, you have gained a lot of knowledge, you understand, you know what I mean? It's like, you had to go through all 12 steps to get to that point of understanding. And a lot of people don't realize, you know, or don't think of life like that. You know, some people can stop everything they're doing right now and reset their life and start all over again, one step at a time, and rebuild their life all over again. It's never too late. Like, a lot of people think it's too late, but it's never too late. Like, all right, before I get started, man, before I really get to talking about the things that I want to do, the things that I'm dreaming of, like, this is what I do for, like, so if I ever get a chance, you know, to build this homeless shelter, it's gonna be like it's gonna be a nice, you know, place that you would want to come to. It'll be like one of the most, won't be considered a homeless shelter. It's gonna be considered a human restoration center. like a resort. You know what I mean? Something like a resort, and I wanna build it to comfort people, like to really, and we'll be able to live off the land. We'll have our own gardens and our own river with fish in it, and we'll be able to fish for our own fish. We're gonna have community fish fries. And it's just like I see something that a lot of people could be doing, but they don't do it. They're afraid to do it, and I don't know why. When it's a lot of profit to be made behind the scene, like, all right, people don't understand that my homeless shelter that I'm opening up, my human restoration center, my soup kitchen, it's all for profit. Everything that I'm building, everything that I'm doing is for profit. We're not doing it for non-profit. I'm just not doing it to help everybody. No, I want to help the serious people who want their lives to be humanly restored, and we're gonna tell them exactly what they gonna get at the end, exactly what to expect, and that's exactly what they gonna get. They gonna get their life completely rebuilt. Like, if there was a place you can go to right now, you didn't have a dime, a fucking credit card to your name, life or nothing, but there was like a community church center that you could have went to, and you could have got a place to stay. You could have, had access to look for a job, find a job, create a job. If you don't have an education, get an education. And no matter what, like, ain't nothing for free. But because this will be a compound with a whole bunch of different businesses connected to it, like, everything that we do is gonna be through a business that I open up. Like I even gotta start my own construction company, because we're gonna build this whole compound. Like, ain't nobody, nah. We're gonna build this. We're gonna build this with a community. And everybody that participate will be able to reap the benefits of living in our community. Like, I want to be able to give people permanent houses that they own. Like, you'll be able to own this home. You'll be able to work for our company, make enough money, go buy your own land, then have your home built and transport it to your own land. Like, transfer it to your own land. Like, and you can do it on your own. But everybody that leave will be landowners, going to build and move their home and do everything on their own. You said, because somebody got to run it. Oh, I'm going to have a whole staff. A lot of the people that's going to be volunteers, and a lot of the people that's going to be a part of the program, like you say, the whole community is going to be built off of people who wanted their lives restored. Like, you know what I'm talking about? All right. So, what I'm talking about right now might not generate a lot of people in my live feed. A lot of people might not want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? But I found the land. The land is only going to cost me $20,000. $20,000 to buy the land. I'm going to get 5 acres of land. 5 acres of land, I'm trying to build a 300-bed compound. That means I'm going to have 300 structures to house 300 people. Then I want to build a large structure, like a big open base structure, where I can sleep about 150, 200 people in an open bed area. You know what I mean? Like, when it starts to rain and people need shelter, we have a place where they can go under and, be able to set up a tent, be able to do their own little thing, and have their own little cuticle, and be able to find their own little comfort space. Say what? I'm just daydreaming, brainstorming. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand, it's in my plan, in this dream, to build my dream house on this compound. It's gonna be a little bitty dream house built out of storage containers. All the buildings, the whole structure on my compound is going to be built out of storage containers, and what they call tin buildings, aluminum buildings. This ain't this ain't gotta be, how do you say, my storage container homes is gonna be so nice. We gonna set platforms on model scales, and so people gonna be able to have, at the end, the people who choose, or people who is allowed to have a home and build a home, we gonna build a home for. They gonna have a home custom built to they liking, like, and we gonna build it like to they liking, and then everybody, like I said, each one gonna build one. So for everybody that helped build on our crew, we gonna build them a home too. Like even people that work for my construction company, we gonna build them homes, and they gonna be able to take these homes and live in them, rent free. You own the home. Like, there ain't nowhere in California that they got a home for sale that the average person will ever be able to own it. You know what I mean? But you can own a storage container home. Like, I'm gonna be building houses, storage container homes, and selling them for about 15 to 24,000, depending on the amenities in the unit. But the bigger homes is gonna be little bit bigger, a little bit more, 40, 50, 60,000. You know what I mean? If they want a big one, we'll do like $100,000 deluxe. But other than that, my construction company, I'm gonna build a construction company around building container homes and small structural homes. Like, it ain't just gonna be just container homes. We gonna be building small, tiny houses too. So, but it's gonna be amazing, man, how we can find people that's down on their luck, but they have a skill or a trade that can help us build this community, and we can exchange, we can exchange we can give them a peace of mind and give them a place, and pay them some money, and help them get their life together. And by the time they get ready to retire or walk away from the business, they'll be established and have something for themselves. Say I'm talking too much. You don't want to see other people do better. You hate to see, you like to see people suffer. A lot of people like to see people suffer. That's their entertainment. As long as they see people suffering, they know they doing all right. That's fucked up, though. Ain't that about a bitch? What up, bro? Cosmic Soul. Too bad I'm still working. You listen to that split lip ugly bitch? That ugly mother. That bitch is ugly. I ain't trying to be funny, but god damn. And that is not no song to be, hit him with that, that bitch retarded. I listen to that dumbass shit. That song right there didn't catch my attention. It ain't that good to me. I'm a grown ass man. You really gotta be unique with your music. And that's some dumbass shit. And for you to even think that that's a song, a hit, I gotta question your intellect. Like, you need to question your own intellect. Like, I wanna hit him with the niggas get the snitching. It ain't no such thing as snitching, nigga. It's called telling the truth. Don't commit a crime in front of an ordinary person, a regular person, a regular citizen. Remember that. If you commit a crime, don't get seen by any witnesses. Remember that. Them innocent people ain't had shit to do with what you had going on. So if they witness you running by, police asked me, did you see somebody run by here around 2:15? And you, yes, sir. I was standing right here. He had on a black and white shirt, some blue jeans. I think he had a name tag said Tommy on it. Like, I'm telling you, you got me fucked up. Fuck y'all niggas. I ain't going back to prison. I ain't going back for any one of you niggas. I'm telling. Fuck that. I played hard when I was young and dumb. I ain't telling nothing. I don't snitch. And I ended up doing like damn it 20 years in the penitentiary playing hard. Man, fuck that dumb ass shit. $1 Million Baby. If I had $1 million, I would build me a soup kitchen, a church, a homeless shelter. See, it ain't even that I'm building a church. I just want to build a community center. Like, I want my own convention center. You know what I mean? With a stage. I'm really going to use it for comedy. I'm going to be having all kind of crazy ass comedy shows. And that's going to generate revenue for my compound. Like, you know, I'm gonna have some of the coldest comedy fests that motherfuckers ever seen. Like the comedy shows inside of my restaurant section in my soup kitchen, and then, you know, we're gonna have like a stage in there, so we're gonna be able to have church on Sunday. I'm gonna hire preachers to come out there and give us good sermons, and we gonna be entertained on Sunday. We're gonna have some good churches with some choirs. We probably even get Kirk Franklin and his crew out there, Bishop Kirk, sing some Kirk Franklin songs. I'm gonna get all those gospel singers. I'm gonna pay for them to come to our service, to our center, and give us a performance. You know, we're gonna pay for this, and we're gonna charge the people at the door to come in. Yeah, man, I'm gonna host a lot of events out this center. You know what I mean? And it's gonna generate a lot of profit, because that's what it's for. You know what I mean? To put back into the center, and all the like events and stuff, the money that I raise with the proceeds from the events is just gonna go back into the soup kitchen so we can feed the homeless. But how you doing? You never heard of a actor or a comedian or nobody on a high level of finance talking about opening up their own soup kitchen, their own homeless shelter, their own restoration center, their own compound with their name on it. This is mine, and I'm doing it for the people. A lot of people say, Snag, you ought to do it as a non-profit so you won't have to pay taxes. No, I'm doing it for profit because I intend on making profit off the government. You know, I'm only charging $20 a bed per night for anybody that come into my homeless shelter. I'm charging. I'm gonna have buses picking people up, and they gotta pay $20 to get on the bus. But just imagine 300 beds at $20 a night. How much money is that? 300 beds, $20 a night. Ain't nobody did the math yet? I'm charging $20 a bed, and I'm gonna have 300 beds per night. And that's the beds available for the homeless shelter. This ain't the complete compound. On the whole compound, I should have around 450. I should be able to house at least about 450 people. And a lot of those, 100 of them, 150 of them gonna be volunteers, people that's in the program, that's working. You know what I mean? But the actual homeless shelter itself, we're gonna be able to house 300 homeless people and give them a place to lay their head, take a good shower, They gonna watch about 2 good movies. We gonna have like big old projection TVs. They gonna watch about 2 good movies. They gonna get, they gonna get all the little medical services they need. They want to get their blood pressure checked. We gonna have a nurse on the scene. We're gonna give them luxury showers. Like the shower's gonna be damn near. It's gonna wash their ass, they form. Like, it's gonna be like an automatic car wash. It's just gonna be shooting soap on them and shit, water, and rinse them off. All they gotta do is push a button and stand there and hold their hands in the air, and the shower gonna give them a luxury bath. Yeah, that's the type of shower. We're gonna have Simmon Beauty Rest, memory foam mattresses on our beds. They gonna get a real good night's sleep. We're gonna make sure that, like, it's gonna be a luxury homeless shelter, man. Like, you know what I mean? For the people that get their own section, they gonna have a nice little bed, comfortable bed to sleep in, nice little TV on the wall. They can watch a little TV till they go to sleep. Well, it don't matter. All the TVs and everything go out at 12 o'clock. So all the power from the TVs, all that shit go out. And then we're going to have a little rainwater in the speaker system. It's going to start raining. People going to start hearing the rain in the speaker system. That's going to be the tranquility, sleep music that's going to put people to sleep. I'm just dreaming about my homeless shelter, my human restoration center. And I just want to see people, get a good night rest, be able to restore their mind, restore themselves, and be able to get, have a better chance the next day in their life. We're going to be offering, life insurance services. Like all the members of our church, people that join my church, we're going to offer life insurance for the members of our congregation. So if something bad was to happen to them, they'll be able to, have burial. All the people that join our program, it's in our program, at the end of our program, for them to have life insurance, credit cards, their own house, money in the bank already saved up. Like, I'm really restoring human lives, like really restoring people, taking them by the hand, giving them a good plan, helping them build a plan, and helping them fly and letting them take off. Like, sometimes you got to take a man by the hand and give them a plan. Like, some of them lost. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know what they can do. They don't know what they're good at. They don't know what they're capable of. But it's a question. There ain't no place where a person can really go and get real help and don't leave until they helped. Like, there's no place you can really go in America and get real help. But I got an idea, y'all. And as long as they get EBT, as long as they get food stamps, shit, we can make money off this shit. Y'all want to get paid? Come on now. Come on. I ain't even looking for investors. Not long-term investors. I'm not looking for people to be in it for the long run. I'm looking for people to invest for the short haul. That means when you invest, you expect a profit. Once you get your profit, the only way you're going to get another one if you reinvest. But if you don't reinvest, then you won't get no more. But for everybody that put in, you just going to make a profit, and I'm going to put your ass right out. And you ain't going to get no piece of steak of the pie. It's going to be owned, operated by Mr. Snaggerpuss and his family. This is a family-run business operation that I'm going to create. And if anybody join my family, you can be a part of my family. Sometimes, you can have a family member that got water, and they'll be stronger than the ones that got blood, your own blood. So you can join my family. And I'm going to have a big open forum of family, And it's going to be unique. It's going to be beautiful, man. Like, we're going to have our own little water park. You know what I'm saying? A little water park section for the kids and visitors. Like, we're going to have a nice little section, a little water park, and we're going to build a nice little river that's going to run through the property. We're going to fill it up with different type of fish. We're going to have a couple of little, what they call it, the little bridges where people can stand on the bridge and watch the water flow. Yeah, we're going to build a circular river. It's going to be like instead of a lake, it's going to be a circular river. And inside this circular river, It's gonna be all kind of fish, catfish, tilapia, uh, brims, bluegills. We're gonna put all kind of fish in there, and we're gonna allow our people in our community to be able to go out to the river and go fishing. And if you want to catch you a couple of fish, go home and cook them for yourself. You'll be able to eat off the river. We're gonna have like little fishing competitions. You know what I mean? Where the person who catch the most fish win the most money. You know what I mean? All kind of little events and tournaments. We're gonna put us a watermelon field out there and grow us some watermelons. How y'all doing, man? Show me some love. Yo, goats to eat. I'm having goats. We gonna have goats. We gonna do goat milk. Be selling goat milk. Yeah, gotta have that goat milk. That goat milk sells $20 for 20 ounces. I'll sell the shit out that goat milk. We're gonna produce that goat milk. We're gonna have chickens, and we're gonna get our own. We're gonna get a couple roosters. We're gonna have the roosters waking us up early in the morning. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo! It's gonna go down. We're gonna have it going on. We gotta put a good fence up, an electric fence up. Keep the coyotes out, because we're gonna be in the desert. We don't want the coyotes to get a hold of our chickens, but they'll sure come over the fence and try to get those chickens. But you said I'm in North Carolina. Let's get I've been ready. This is a motherland. Our ancestors yet rebuilding, and is ready for us to rise back out of the, yeah. I'm trying to build a community for us, man, with our people. And once we build it, and we build it strong, I got another plan for my community. We're gonna annex our community from the county that it's in. And we're gonna go sovereign, and we're gonna start our own country inside of the United States. And inside of our country, we're gonna create our own currency. And think about it, all the commercial businesses that we have on our compound, and all the events that we generate, people to come out and support our cause. We're going to be able to set this platform and be able to do it across America. And everybody that invests with me the first round can invest with me many more rounds that we go, and build multiple communities like this across America, where we can actually say that we have our own black communities, our own black cities. We got our own black bank. We got our own police force. We're going to build our own system. And it's crazy because we willing to let other people, move into our communities, but they won't be able to be owners. They won't be able to open up businesses. This is the opportunity for us, and only us will be able to. They'll be able to invest with a return, and then they out. But they won't be able to have anything. We own everything. We're going to be just like the U.S. government. And we're going to start our own army. We're going to have our own hospital. We're going to build our own school. But hey, a lot of black people don't think that we can do it. A lot of black people won't come together and do it. But see, you don't understand that this community can be built, even though it's black-based. Anybody, because I have a universal heart for anyone, can live in our community and help build this community. It's just your ownership is going to be kind of different. Like, no matter what, we do racially discriminate in our community, especially against other races. It's not that bad. Like, we will give y'all an opportunity, but you will never capitalize in our community. our whole community and every resident that live in our community will receive a residual check every month. You're gonna get paid to live in our community eventually, like just to live there. And you're a founding member, you're a citizen of our community. Oh, you're gonna get paid. But all the businesses that we allow to come into our community, we're going to tax them, and it's going to be a percentage passed down to the people. And all of our people going to have life insurance. Nobody going to need for anything. It is what it is. And we're going to have a community bank. A community bank that's willing to invest into anyone in our community to help them start their own business, you know, to help them, you know, finance a home. Because once we get to building these houses, people gonna be, you know, you might not just want to buy one, you might want to buy 2 or 3 for residual income purposes, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to teach people how to, you know, set themselves up where they'll be straight for life. Like, it's not that hard, man. And all of our how do you say, our container homes are gonna be self-sufficient, self-energy, self-water, self-sufficient. Like, gonna have solar panels, battery packs, recycling water systems. You know what I mean? I seen this system that can create water from the oxygen up out the air. You know what I'm talking about? But just imagine, though. Just imagine. Building something so nice. We're going to build our own gold table. We're going to build our own table. We're going to sit at it, and we're going to feast every day. We're going to have a community potluck soup dinner that we're going to give out to everybody in the community. You know what I mean? Everybody going to get a sandwich, a bowl of soup. You know what I mean? Corn on the cob going to be available. We're going to grow our own corn. Yeah, we're gonna do some things. When the compound is over with, I should have at least about 30, 40 acres. But we're going to start it off with 5. A lot of people don't understand. This is just me dreaming about, you know, being a big comedian or big something. Like, I might hit the lottery. I'm so lucky, man. God might bless me to hit the lottery. No matter what, I will speak this into existence. And however much it takes for me to build it, the price ain't a factor to me. Money, nothing I've ever dreamed about, I never thought about the price of it. And everybody know that what I'm talking about right now, if I build a 300-bed homeless shelter, do you know how much money I'm gonna need to build a 300-bed homeless shelter? How much money do you think it'll take me to build a 300-bed homeless shelter on a 5-acre piece of land? How long do you think it'll take me to build that? I'm gonna be able to sleep 300 people on 5 acres. Do you think it's possible? You think it's possible? You know it's possible, huh? But estimatedly, I estimate to build my whole community, my compound, just the first phase of it, it's going to be about, and I'm talking about luxury. And a lot of people don't think that I can do it with this amount. I can build a 300-bed homeless shelter compound with about $1.5 million. About $1.5 million out of storage containers with my own company's building and everything. About $1.5 million. So I know I'm gonna need about $1.5 million to complete the first phase of the structure. and that's having at least 300 beds, 2 school buses. Like I want to get 4 buses. Like I need not school buses, but I need like city buses, natural gas buses. That's what I need. City buses. I need some real buses that's gonna pick up like 150 people, 100 people. It's got to pick up at least 100 people every trip, and I need like 3 of those. So I need 3 buses because I got a plan like every day, starting at 5:30. Our buses is gonna take off from their set location and come to the shelter. No later than about 6 o'clock, they should be pulling in. We do the welcoming center at 6 o'clock. Everybody get off the bus. They automatically, as soon as they get off the bus, they get their disposable bags. They get their little care packages with their towels, blankets, soap, all the stuff that they need. You know what I mean? Then they go into the first phase of the shelter, where it's sanitation. It's the sanitation phase, where everybody, when they first come in, before they even go into the living room, to the dining area, everybody got to wash their ass, got to take a bath. Yeah, you know, it take about 2-3 hours, 2 hours to wash everybody's ass. You know what I mean? So get everybody, once they start coming through, taking a shower, coming into the living room, dining area, they'll be able to get their meal for the night. They'll get their assigned spot where they're gonna sleep at. And the first movie gonna start at 8 o'clock. The second movie gonna start right around 9:45, 10 o'clock. We'll have a theater room where people can go and sit in the theater room and watch TV. You know what I mean? Watch the movie. Then we'll have another section for the kids. We'll have a kid movie. Some kids, where the kids can go in there and the kids can have their own little daycare, little playroom, little area where they can play. Gonna have it kid friendly, man, because you know, a lot of people is unfortunate. They in a bad situation with their children too. So we gotta make it real funky for the kids. Get the kids something nice to do. Every night the kids will get cookies and ice cream. You know what I mean? Yeah, we give them cookies and ice cream to go to bed, late night snack, cookies and ice cream. You know what I mean? You know, that's just, they don't get a lot of ice cream. They get a little bitty bowl of ice cream with a little spoon with a cookie. You know what I mean? They gonna get a nice big cookie though. But, you know, nice little scoop of ice cream to go with it. Kids get the ice cream and cookie before they go to bed. And they wake up to a nice breakfast. You know what I mean? Get them a breakfast. Sunshine, rise started at 7 o'clock. Sunshine started to rise, and they get their breakfast. They can do the early morning last round for showers. If they want to take another round for the shower, they get a shower before they leave. They can take another shower. You know what I mean? Right before they get ready to leave, they go through the soup kitchen. They get a snack lunch to leave. They get a nice little snack lunch to leave with. Get back on the bus, and we drop them back at the drop-off destination. But just think about it. You know what I mean? They get 2 meals, 3 meals. You get a dinner when you get there, a breakfast when you wake up, and a snack lunch to leave with. And a nice place to take a shower, a nice bed. And that's only $20 a night. You know how much a hotel costs in California? Like, the cheapest hotel is like $89, $100. And they got bed bugs, so if you really want to get a good night's sleep and don't have no bed bugs biting on your ass. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Show me some love. Can I get some love? I ain't even start reading the comments yet because I'm talking about my homeless shelter, my human restoration center. Do you want to help me be a part of this? Fuck the comedy, fuck the movies. This is something that's going to be bigger than all of us. And if you choose to move on the land and buy a house and get a compound, have your own little section, you can buy in. You can buy in. And remember, what you pay every year for your, for your community taxes, you know, will be a fraction of the cost you would have paid if you was in somebody's, in America's community somewhere, charging your ass $2,000-3,000 a year for your house taxes. No, because everybody that'll be on our compound and we pay taxes on one piece of land, you know, your monthly tax expense, house tax expense, because that's all y'all be paying is monthly house tax expense, community expenses, will be way less than what you be paying in a mortgage or what you be paying in a, you know, paying out every month. And you'll have a luxury home custom built to your likeness by our construction company, guaranteed to satisfy you for life. And if you don't want to keep it on our land, you can go buy your own land and go move it. But we'll build you a house for a fraction of the cost that you will pay anywhere else. And we'll put all the amenities that you want inside of it. And you won't get it nowhere else. We'll build it guaranteed to last. Anyways, life is so beautiful, man. Have you ever tried to just think about doing something bigger than yourself, trying to help somebody who can't help themselves? I just love to see put smiles on people's faces. You know what I mean? What makes you want to build a homeless shelter? Because I know for a fact, this ain't nothing that I just talking, right? Check this out. The best investment that you can ever make on this earth, in life, is in investing into a human being. Like, I got a system and it's guaranteed to work. I'm helping people who can't help themselves. And a lot of people, honestly, it comes in the contract. Like, you know how, like, a lot of people or a lot of churches, right? They convince everybody to come to church and give the church all their money. Some people, every time they put money in the church, they put it in the church with intentions that God is going to bless them back 10 times 10 times 10. Like, every time I've ever put $1 in church, I put it in church for God to give it back to me 10 times 10 times 10, like, for real. And I ain't gonna lie, I promise, every time I put money in church, by the end of that week, God is giving me that money back 10 times 10 times 10, like, for real. I get my blessing. I understand that. Like, and like, even when I get my blessing, I still pay it forward. Like, I do something else for somebody else that can't do nothing for themselves. When I was homeless, I was only homeless by choice. I want to let everybody know that. I never wasn't just homeless because I just fell all the way on bad, hard times. And life was just beating me up. And I was just dumb. And I couldn't do no better. No, I went homeless by choice. I gave up. Like, I just said, fuck it. Remember, I got a home that's paid for. Deeds under my pillowcase. Nigga, paid for. Been paid for years. A home. And my property taxes on that home is exempt. I don't pay property taxes because it's, how do you say, inherited property. It's land, a house that been in my family for years and years. But I am the sole beneficiary of the land, of the house. Kind of hard to explain this, huh? It ain't for you to explain. I sold my mama a house for $1. I'm gonna put it like that. I sold my mama a house for $1. I paid I want to say I paid 62,000 cash for it. That's how much I paid for the house. But I sold it to my mama for $1. But how do I say this? But the original owner of the land was my great grandfather. So it's like, in our family, only the males could inherit the land, the property. The girls don't have no stake in it. So my grandfather had 3 daughters and 1 son. And supposedly, my Uncle Tommy was supposed to be the beneficiary of the land. But my Uncle Tommy committed suicide. So when I was a child, my grandparents, I didn't know nothing about this. They added me to their will, their trust fund. And when my grandfather passed, the house was to be put in my name, under me. Yeah, like, it skipped a whole generation. My moms, I had 2 aunties. They couldn't. It was in my grandfather's will that the house go into my name, the property go into my name. So I broke. I broke my grandfather's will by agreeing with the family that I would sell the property, and I got all the signatures of all the siblings. Power, we all got we got an attorney, and we got all the signatures. And everybody agreed that I could sell the property. And I sold the property to my mother for $1. And that's how my mother was able to put the property in her name. And that's how the property was able to stay and remain tax exempt. Because my mother is a baby boomer. She's before Generation X. So anybody down south that's, baby boomers and beyond is tax exempt on all property that they own. Ain't that something? You didn't know that, huh? Anyways, but after my mother passed, the property would go back to me. And it is what it is. My son to get it. His son to get it. It's already rewritten in my will, my trust fund, that my son will receive it. His son gotta receive it. Like it's still. I'm gonna keep the tradition alive, no matter what. A male must inherit the land. How y'all doing, man? Push that like button. Show me some love. Keep it in the family type shit. Yeah, all day. You know what I mean? I was a trust fund baby, man. That's why I was a little, different from a lot of other kids when I grew up. I had everything that, the average kid dreamed about. Quads, mopeds, 4-wheelers, rifles. I got a 16 gauge when I was 12. I got a 22 when I was 10. I got a 12 gauge a single, a double stack bolt action, double stack pop 12 gauge. I had got a 12 gauge. I think I was like 12 when I got my 12 gauge. Like down south, man, kids get guns at early ages. Like it wasn't my gun to walk down the street with, but it was my gun to go hunting. When we went hunting or we went fishing, we went and did something, I took my gun with me. We go out to the woods and go target practice, and I shot my gun. You know, the biggest thing that I want to put on my Human Restoration Center to really complete the revenue, keep the revenue flowing, I really want to build a mortuary, a funeral home on it. And you know, with that being said, with a funeral home, we gotta have a graveyard. You know, just imagine, man, being able to be buried in your own community, and you know that where you're going to be buried and where in the community that you in was the first of many of more to come. Black, strong, like, you know, I want to do like a Mount Rushmore and put all the founders of our community in rock. Like, I want my face in a rock. That's the founder of our community. This the brother that, and it started with a homeless shelter and a soup kitchen. Now we got all these black people got nice luxury homes, and it'll be beautiful, man. How y'all doing? Push that like button. Show me some love. I know I wasn't gonna get that many people in my audience tonight because I'm talking positive. I'm talking about, you know, doing something that other people don't think that it's profit in doing. But I just showed y'all a profit. 300 heads at $20 a bed. How much is that? Ain't nobody answer that question. I was waiting on somebody to answer that math question I asked a while ago. You said 6,000. Thank you, Sugar Love. Hey, girl, how you doing? So that's $6,000 a night times 30 nights in a month. How much money can we make off this homeless shelter? $6,000 a night times 30 nights in a month. How much can we make off this homeless shelter? Do you think this homeless shelter can make profit? How much money is that? That's $6,000 a night times, that's $180K a month. Who said that a homeless shelter can't make profit? And this is off EBT. The reason why I estimate that is because I know that in California, people get $420 a month for cash assistance. And if we charge them $20, $20 times 30 is what? That's 600. Yeah. 20 times 30. 300 times 20 is 6K. 6K times 12. You're not doing the math. That's 300 times 20 a day. That's 6K a day times 30. So that's 6K times 30. Then times 12. What you come up with? Ray, we doing numbers here. Since you put the equation out there wrong, rewrite it, do the math, and let's see the real numbers. Do the math, Ray. You want to write out equations and you ain't adding out right. You ain't adding it up right. We gonna make 6K a day times 30 days a month times 12 months in a year. Thank you, Bond. Thank you. Let's make some money with a homeless shelter for profit, with a soup kitchen. We're going to have our own community center. We're going to have our own convention center. We're going to have our own little urgent care center. Every center that we have, there's a way that we're going to make a profit off of each one of these centers. Yeah, we're going to have an adult school where people can get their GED. You know it costs to get your GED, right? It's gonna cost your ass to go to our adult school. Our teachers, our tutors, they ain't working for free. So you gonna have to, you gotta pay to go to school. But you get your education. Once you pay for your education, guess what? You'll never have to buy it again. We're gonna help you get past the GED. You're gonna take that GED test. We're gonna help you get your education. Then we're gonna help you get your Social Security card, your birth certificate, so you can get an ID. We're gonna help you open up a bank account. We're gonna help you start a credit card. You know, if you follow our system, you're gonna have 2 or 3 credit cards. You're gonna follow the credit cards. We're gonna build you all the way up, etc. And for everybody that's in with it, we're gonna make over $2 million a year doing it the right way, off the government. And most of these people, like you say, they only gonna be able to pay, for 20 days with that $420 that they get, 21 days. So, but a lot of people, that other $420 in food stamps they get, they sell that'll be $210. That's all they need. That'll cover the rest of their month. But, hey, I ain't got to be the bearer of good news. Some people would rather spend all their money at our homeless shelter because they get 3 meals and a decent shower every night and a place to sleep guaranteed. They just got to walk the streets from 9 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. And then they can get back on the bus for $20 more and go live and watch 2 good movies. And like, hey, I don't see why it would. And for anybody that really want to help me make this happen, like, if you really got it, if you really want to see something, like, you want to see somebody, you want to see a brother take some money and just work some magic with it, hey, put that money in my hand, man. Why don't y'all sit down and DM me and be like, hey, man, hey, Snag, I really want to invest into your homeless shelter, man. I'm gonna give you some money to really make some shit happen. And you can see what I can do with it, No matter what I do and how I do it, I'm gonna create it for it to start making money immediately. No matter what. It might not start off as big as we want it. We might not be able to house 300 people in the beginning. We know we ain't gonna be able to house 300 people with a big old open piece of land. We gotta do some work, and we gotta find the right people to help us even get some things done. But if I had the right amount of money where I can pay to play, build it, show them how to make it. Hey, build it, and they'll come and start making things happen. Like, hey, that 2 million per year, including wages, taxes, food, etc. You can maybe pull around 500K, 650 per year. Yeah, not even, and I'll be blessed. If God bless me to, to walk away, I'm gonna be the CEO. I'm gonna get paid for this. Like, if I can, my salary be about 450K, that'll be good. I'll be good. I will be the CEO of this whole operation. Like, I'm not looking, to, really, hurt people, man. Because if I start making that type of money, after I save a couple of, save a couple of dollars up, I'm going to go somewhere else, buy some more land, and reinvest all that money and start doing it myself. Like, no matter what, we going to make a lot of profits. Because I know a couple of places where we can go off and take and do it again. Like, I believe that once the government see the way we build it, the way we gonna do it, like, they gonna leave us the hell alone, and they see that we ain't gonna have to take care of their people. They gonna take care of their own people. So they'll leave us alone. They might get behind our boat wagon and be like, we want to give y'all some more land. All right, that'll work. Like, you know what I mean? But it don't matter. Once we start making profit and rolling, dog, like, I'm gonna buy land everywhere. We gonna use that money, and we gonna be real estate moguls, and we gonna build communities, and we gonna take them communities, and we gonna build people houses, and we'll be able to charge people to live on our land, and we'll pay the government for owning their land, and we pay our taxes, and we tax them for being on our land, and we be good. You know what I mean? Profit 660,000 per year. I'm not looking to make a profit at all. And even if I did make that type of profit, like I said, I'm gonna turn around and reinvest it into some more, help other people, build some more businesses, But a lot of it is gonna be built independently off, and we're gonna have a business financing company where we're gonna actually help and finance people businesses. Like, we're gonna have our own bank, man, where we can take this and invest into our people and our community. And it don't take long to prove your worth. You know what I mean? Profit. Ray. Ray, the things that I want ain't the things that everybody else want. I do want a nicer car. I want an SUV. You know what I mean? I want something nice. And I want me a nice sports car. But everything I want is American, and I'm cool. What you know what I mean by American? Everything I want is made by GM. I want a Corvette and an Escalade, and I'll be okay. It don't even matter to me, because I ain't gonna drive neither one. My girl gonna drive the Corvette, and my bodyguard gonna drive the goddamn Escalade. It don't matter. We still gonna. My security guard gonna drive the Escalade, and I'm just be in the back. But we're gonna build our own basketball court. We're gonna build a soccer field for the kids to play soccer on. Baseball diamond, so we can have little baseball for the kids. Like, and we're gonna sponsor all these little leagues, so the little leagues can come out and we'll have games for the kids. Like the kids, we have like little league football games, little league baseball games. And we'll have our own little league teams. And that'll be beautiful though. Do our crab boil. I always wanted 1970 Chevelle, black with white stripes. Yeah, it's a couple of old schools that I'll get. If I had money, I'd just buy me a couple of old schools. I would fix them up though. Like, I'm a real car enthusiast. Like, I'll fix them up cold. But for the most part, you know, my main whips, I just want a Chevy and a Cadillac Escalade, and I'm good. I get me a Vet and an Escalade, I'm cool. That's all I want. We need to raise money like they did for Kamala. She screwed them. Democrat screws over. Yeah. Yup. I've never been able to raise money like that, man. Even when I was homeless and I was trying to raise money to get my RV fixed or buy me another RV, I couldn't raise nothing. I think I raised $300. One thing I did notice about that, that GoFundMe shit is a scam. Everybody that do a GoFundMe and it becomes successful, man, they got all kind of people behind that shit. You know what I mean? You ever seen that shit? You make you may keep the old school cars while their value goes up. Yeah, they do. But I like the old schools. I like old school, man, for old school man. It's ain't nothing better than an old school car, man. Like it's better, and especially if you build it. See, the way we build cars ain't like y'all build cars. You get inside my old school, you might feel like you inside a Rolls Royce. Like, yeah, damn, nigga, you got all the amenities in this motherfucker. Yeah, my old school gonna be nice. Like, you say I got this snag, yeah, God gonna bless us to do this, man. Yeah, I might be thinking too big, man. 300 people is a lot of people to deal with, and a lot of these people gonna be half crazy, lost their damn mind. We gonna have to have some psych doctors out there, big security guards. But it's a community, man, and we gonna keep all the bullshit out. Like, people don't understand. Like, with this type of community, man, I gotta run niggas red dot. You gotta make sure niggas ain't no red dots. We ain't letting no red dots in. We tell them, man, if you're a red dot dog, don't even get on the bus, man. Don't get on the bus. We leaving all red dots where they at. But eventually, once I build my second one gonna be for red dots only. We gotta do something for them because they ain't got nowhere to go. So we gonna have to build a community strictly for red dots. And we gonna make a profit off their ass. But we gotta right now we gotta build a solid one. And we gonna keep all the red dots out. So we running everybody background checking this motherfucker. Once they come in, they pay for a good night. You know, they can get them a single unit where they go and get their own little single compound unit. They'll be able to rest in peace by themselves to themselves. We're gonna have single units where they can go and get that. And then they'll have the open floor units. But we're gonna have the warning section, like the people who ain't first time, couple times coming in, they gonna have to sleep in a certain section. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be heavily cameraed. We watching every move they make, every time they step. We watching their ass. Like I say, man, with the right people, right security, we ain't gonna have no incidents. We gonna be good. The revenue get put back in working for more projects and keep up salaries for your community. All day, everybody gonna get paid. And it's the thing though, it's just like you say, the more special events that we have, community events, it's gonna bring in more revenue from the outside of the community, bring other people in. It's not that hard, you know what I mean? And I got the star power. I know some powerful people, so we can make it happen. And I ain't willing to I ain't mad and say I won't pay nobody to show up. Like we gonna have a couple of concerts. We gonna support the hip hop community. We gonna have some people, man. I'm gonna invite the Muslims out. I'm trying to get Farrakhan to come speak to us, like all that. Like we gonna have some. We gonna do some deep shit. I would not be like Dr. Umar. Take all those people money and don't do shit with it. I would really open up my own community. It's hard, man, and we can do it. I know I can do it. I can do it. I can turn it upside down. If I had $100,000, man, you'll be surprised what I can do. I won't be able to build a 300 bed, but I can start the process. Don't take a lot. And then once people start to see it, they'll be a part of it. They'll be a part of it. But just imagine though, on our land, it's gonna be a circle of river that goes throughout the property. And we're gonna have like little bitty canoe boats where people can get on the boat and do the little love rides with their girl and stuff and go all the way around, ride the canoe boats. It's gonna be nice, man. You're gonna see the fish jumping out the water and stuff. It's gonna be nice. we can work together, brother. We really can. 4 to 5 years, nothing but full functioning program. Yeah, this don't happen overnight. But if I had the right amount of money, it can start. It can start fast. It's all about expansion. Bigger growth. We still gotta. It's a lot of things that we gotta do. You know what I mean? It's a lot of things we gotta do. But it's a nice piece of land. I know a perfect place to start it. It's got expansion land on the other side of it. We can buy some more land. Just what it is. All I need is about a good 100,000. Good 100,000 to get me started. Buy the land and put up a fence. It'll take me about 100,000 just to put up a fence and buy the land. Put utilities on the land. Little certain things that we gotta do. Gotta build a small little structure. Put like a little outhouse out there with a septic tank in the ground. Get the electricity ran to the outhouse. From that point, it's going uphill. We got electricity on the land. It's going down. All right, y'all, man. I see I ain't holding no audience tonight, man. This ain't that type of. And my blunt gone. Did I smoke my blunt up? Yeah, I smoked. Sitting on my balls. Much love. Gotta call it a night. It's 2:22 right now. Stay blessed. All right, Ray. Handle your business. This is about the end of me. It's 11:20. God bless y'all. We've been on here for 83 minutes, daydreaming and brainstorming about my homeless shelter. But if anybody think it's a good idea, thank you. One day we is gonna make it happen. If anybody got some money and they wanna see something magnificent happen, and they gonna make a profit. No, you might not see it right now, but the ones that put down some serious money and really help me get things going are the ones I'm blessed tremendously. I ain't gonna tell you how much you'll make in profit, but when it's all said and done, you'll make a return so fast on your money you ain't gonna be able to see straight. You're gonna be like, oh my God. Yeah. And I really wanna, the people that help me, that bless me to help me get this going, I'ma bless y'all back. I gotta bless you back. Like nobody can ever bless you back. But at the same time, remember we doing this not for even ourselves. We doing it to help other people. We just had the money to make it to start it. And once we take this money and start letting it generate for itself, It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. People gonna walk away fully restored. Life insurance, credit cards, ID, their own house, brand new car, living good. All right, man, that's my time, y'all. I love y'all, man, and everybody that listened, paid attention, said something positive about it. If y'all feel like we can make this happen, get at me. Jump in my DM. Um, Send me a message. You want to send a donation? You want to help? Let's do this. Right now, I'm one step at a time. Right now, I need about $100,000 so I can put the fence and build the fence and purchase the land. I'm gonna do whatever I can with that $100,000 to the land. I might be able to paint some of the picture, but 100,000 ain't gonna get me too far. But it will get the land, and we gonna own the land. So we ain't we ain't financing, we ain't doing nothing. We buying it straight out, outright. Once I buy that land and put that fence up, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna see the vision. Y'all gonna be like, oh my God. And y'all gonna be a part of it. But we gotta build a big fence. The fence gonna be like 8 feet tall. Ain't nobody gonna be able to see over it. We gonna have a fence, a compound, 5 acres big. Love y'all. Can't get nobody to push that like button. Can we get 20 likes before we go? Thank y'all for pushing the like button. Thank y'all for be safe. God bless y'all.